stern warning from San Diego's mayor days after dueling protests in Pacific Beach turned violent. Now, local law enforcement is bracing for what could happen in the weeks ahead.
News 8's Evan Irani is live outside San Diego Police Headquarters with that part of the story. Good morning, Evan.
Good morning to you as well, Stella and Eric. That's right. It was over the weekend that in Pacific Beach, political groups clashed over, of course, what happened last week at the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday. Now, several people were arrested and police officers were even injured in the altercations on Saturday. And now San Diego Police Department is responding, and so is Mayor Todd Gloria.
Stay home. You don't need to do this. You can just stay home and keep yourself safe. You don't have to engage in this kind of conduct.
Now, Saturday's protest led to 3 people being arrested and 5 officers had minor injuries. They're now asking for the public's help in identifying those who engaged in the violence over the weekend. Gloria says SDPD regularly monitors social media and is prepared for any possible future riots that take place in San Diego. Protests have become increasingly common in the last year. Last May, police reform protests turned violent in La Mesa and looters burned 2 bank buildings. An unlawful assembly was also declared during Breonna Taylor protests late last year in downtown San Diego. Now, Mayor Todd Gloria says he is aware of the possibility that riots could continue to be incited between now and Inauguration Day. There also is the possibility, even beyond that we see protests and riots as well. He says, of course, there is a very fine line, and he supports the idea of people peacefully protesting, but if any of these protests become unlawful or violent, that people should expect to be held accountable. San Diego Police Department says they are prepared for any altercations like that take place in the future, and they also encourage people to be accountable for their actions and to not gather when that unlawful assembly is declared or if any of those protests turn violent.